Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm on the boat with my brother Fisher and my dad. Say hi guys.
What's going on?
And we are going diving and we are on a lionfish mission. Fisher went diving about a week ago and he found 4 lionfish, which are invasive venomous species. So hopefully if we find them, we're gonna spear them and bring them home and cook them up for you guys, so stay tuned. The reef we're diving today is about 5 feet on top, then has about a 15-foot drop-off, making where the sand is at about 20 feet. The fish I'm pointing at, lurking out in the open, is a great barracuda. You could consider him the king of the reef. They're long, slender fish that wait for the perfect moment to attack their prey with speeds up to 30 miles per hour. Lionfish are not native to Florida. Although they are a beautiful fish, they have no natural predators, they reproduce rapidly, and eat anything they can fit into their mouth. Lionfish originate from Indonesia. It is not proven how they exactly got on our Florida reefs, but some believe it is because of the aquarium trade. Many people purchased lionfish for their beauty, then got tired of them eating all the fish in their aquarium and released them into the ocean. Lionfish have a voracious appetite, being able to eat up to 30 times their stomach volume. Lionfish breed about 3 to 4 times faster than native Florida species. Native fish take an average of 3 to 4 years to reach reproductive maturity, while lionfish only take 6 months, and females produce 2 million eggs per year. Barracudas are smart, curious fish. I believe this barracuda was hanging around hoping he could snag a free meal off the tip of my spear, and I bet if it was anything but a lionfish, he would have wanted to eat it. The Florida Wildlife Commission encourages divers to spear all lionfish. A recreational permit is not required to remove lionfish with a spear. There are even lionfish derbies held multiple times a year to encourage the removal. Lionfish have 18 spines that contain venom. They are venomous, not poisonous, which means once the spines are removed, they're okay to consume. This is number 2, and I think there might be maybe 3 more in the spot, so they're not the biggest in size, but they still can eat a lot of food, so we're cleaning up our reef. Lionfish stings to humans are not common. They only use the spines for defense. Getting pricked by one of the needle-like spines sends venomous liquid up into the hole that the spine just poked into your skin. Death isn't the main concern with lionfish stings, but you should seek medical attention as soon as possible. The venom can decrease blood flow, which means if you get stung in your finger, it can kill tissue and there's a possibility of losing part of your finger. Although they can be very dangerous to humans, the biggest problem is the health of the reef. As long as you take extreme care when harvesting lionfish, they can be a delicious meal and you're helping the reef for years to come. beautiful yellow and blue fish are queen angelfish. They're often found in pairs like this one. They feed on soft corals, algae, and sponges. These yellowfish are porkfish. They belong to the grunt family. They produce grunt-like sounds from their teeth and swim bladder, hence the family name grunt. This shark is a nurse shark, the most common shark found on these reefs. They are slow-moving bottom dwellers and are, for the most part, harmless to humans. They can grow up to 14 feet and have very strong jaws filled with thousands of tiny serrated teeth. And they will bite defensively if stepped on or bothered by divers who assume they're docile. So the last time you went diving, how many lionfish did you see?
There was 4.
And how many did we get today?
We got all 4 of them.
I think we got the exact 4 that he had seen last week. So we got 4 of them. There we go. They're not giant, but lionfish are actually very, very good eating. As long as you're very careful with how you fillet them, they're actually really delicious. So we're gonna take these home and we're actually gonna eat them.
Usually we wouldn't take such small fish home to fillet and try and make a dinner. But these fish are bad for the reef, so we figured kill them and eat them before they get a chance to eat any pretty tropicals on this reef, because they don't belong here and they don't have a natural enemy. So we're gonna take them out and eat them, even though they're small. We're gonna take the effort to clean them and get a little bit to eat.
Alright guys, so we are home at the fillet table, and like my dad said, normally we don't kill things this small to eat. But my dad's told us our whole life, if we kill something, we have to eat it. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna eat these, which I have ate these before, and they're actually very good. They have really white meat. The only thing is you just have to be very careful while you're filleting them, because you can still get stung by these spines even though they're dead. So let me show you where these spines are. They have 18 spines total. They have 13 on the top up here. You can touch them from the outside, no problem. The only thing is if you were to jab your finger into there, if it were to touch you, that's how you get stung. So you got 13 up here. You have 1 on both pec fins, right at the bottom right there. So 1 on both sides, so that's 13, 14, 15. 3 more down by the anal fin down here. Right at the start of the anal fin, you got 1, 2, 3 right there. Even though he's small, he has just as many spines as a big one. Again, as long as you take your time and you're careful with filleting them, then you won't get hurt. This is probably the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever filleted. You see all these? That's their scales. They got really, really small scales. Look like little ants. Here's a spine. I actually saw online that people make earrings out of these.
You gotta be pretty adventurous to put that on your head.
I don't know how. I would imagine you can still get stung by this, so when it's on your ear, I don't know how that works. Maybe if it dries out or something. I don't know.
Someone tried to eat it. Did you see that?
Well, he's gonna have a bad day. This is the part of the rib cage right here. So get that out. I filleted it just like any little snapper, like a yellowtail or anything. They got some weird skin. Not like normal fish skin. It's like, I don't even know what to call it. It's very slimy. So see? Nice white meat. The meat is fine to eat. The poison is only in the spine, so you can eat the meat and it's perfectly fine. People eat lionfish meat raw a lot. People make ceviche out of it. It's fine to eat. These are just a little line of pin bones in there. Now for the other side.
They're a beautiful fish.
Oh yeah, you guys can see these in fish tanks a lot. yes, I'm using a big knife for this, but I used the smaller one and it didn't work as well, so this knife works good. Let's see if he's got anything in his stomach. So the one I filleted just before this, I didn't have on film. He had a little, like reef fish in his belly and a couple shrimp in there. This guy's stomach seems empty.
I wonder if the catfish are gonna eat it.
The last one I threw in, the catfish did eat it, so I don't know. The spines are for defense. It doesn't seem like they like it as much though. They kind of go up to it and shy away. You see that big one? So these guys may be small and you guys have never seen me kill something or eat something this small. But it's better that we're getting them when they're small because they can do a lot of damage. The stuff in his stomach is pretty digested, but this is definitely a little shrimp. You see that? Mm-hmm. Definitely a shrimp there. This looks like, I'm not sure.
Some type of fish though, right?
Some type of fish. All right, so we're not actually cooking these guys. We're gonna eat them sashimi style, but I will see you in the kitchen. Obviously not enough to feed an army, not enough to even feed the family, but still cool that we got to go out there and really kind of clean up the reefs a little bit.
Yep.
So, dig in. Freaking airplanes, I never leave them. I can't use my chopsticks.
All right, here we go.
Oh boy. Good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Salty.
Texture is, that's the first thing I noticed. It's really good.
Now the texture is good.
Yeah, I really like the texture of the fish.
We're just dipping it in soy sauce and Victor has some wasabi.
You guys don't know what you're missing.
Yum. When you can go to a restaurant and get a little thing like this of sashimi
This
for
would
like
probably cost you $20.
like $20.
Easily.
You want to eat the last one?
Try the last one.
Cheers our chopsticks.
I'll say one thing. For a really little fish, I thought it was gonna be mushy, like a yellowtail would be, because it's really small. It was really firm, like some of the firmest fillets I think I've ever seen. Really mild flavor, just good. Just
Very good.
Very, very mild flavor fish.
So the whole reason we found these lionfish is that last week, Fisher went out on an adventure and checked out a brand new reef that we've never really dove before. Honestly, I don't think I've dove it since I was probably like 7 years old with my dad or something. So that was awesome that he went out there, found them, then we went back there and we harvested them. Fisher has a YouTube channel now. If you guys like our stuff, you'll definitely like his stuff, and I will have his stuff linked down in the description. And you can see his video where he actually found the lionfish from last week. That will also be linked in the description. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video and also to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. What's your instrument?